Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl McQuandria, and I'm coming with a quick word from the Lord. Today is 11/11. There is a portal that is open. Today is not the day to doubt anything that God has spoken to you. Today is not the day to be in unbelief because the enemy is working to try to put something on you. They definitely cooking in the kitchen because somebody tried me yesterday and Holy Spirit revealed to me who it was. And I got in that spirit and I cast all that down. And it made sense today because I wasn't really thinking that today definitely is 11/11. Everything that God has spoken over you, everything that God said, you know your season. This ain't for everybody. Those of you that know that you are in the season to reap, okay, your harvest. Today is a day that you want to speak affirmations. Those affirmations that are on your heart. Those heart desires that God told you that he is about to bless you with, okay? Today is a day that you gon' do what you got to do, okay? You've been waiting a long time. Don't let that devil take it from you. Do you understand? We ain't laying down for nobody. It's time for us to do what God called us to do. We are in our promised land. You are in the role, the seat that God has appointed you to sit in. Sit in your seat and sit in it comfortably. Okay? No more will we walk around and keep the truth to ourselves. God has raised us up to speak his truth. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Okay? So therefore, we will speak his truth. We will speak the way. And we will speak life. Okay? We are the ones that God has called in this season. God has created us for such a time as this. We will arise. We are arising. We have arisen. Is that a word? We have risen to the time where God is calling us to go up the mountains that he has raised you to be on. You've been doing all your preparation. It is a time for promotion. It is a time for you to take the land, possess the land that God told you to possess. And no more will we be out here acting like, oh, it's weird for us to be talking to God in public. No, no, no. People making no more will you be ashamed because somebody see you talking. No more will you sit here and act like you gotta hide that you talking to God. Because let me tell you something. Everybody doesn't have God's voice. Everybody doesn't hear from God. And everybody does not have God with them in the way that he was with Moses. In the way that he was with a lot of those in the Bible. Do you understand? They make it known that they talking to their ancestors. They make it known that they talking to their dead relatives, and they ain't ashamed. So we will not be ashamed to speak the name Jesus, to say, oh, I was talking to God, or I was talking to Holy Spirit. No. You gonna see me smiling. What happened? God is so sweet. He's so silly. If you could hear what he just said. He's so sweet. No, I will not hide my relationship with Jesus. I will not hide my relationship with the Father. I will not hide my relationship with Holy Spirit. Do you understand? Because the same way that the devil tempted Jesus on a high mountain is the same way that somebody in authority. God said somebody was in authority and somebody compromised. And so the world was catered to the ways of the devil because the devil can't get in heaven. So the devil has made like people have sold their souls to the devil, and these laws go against God's laws. But that's why the shaking is here, because now God gonna shake everything up to put everything back on balance. Do you hear me? So don't call me, don't talk to me, don't text me if you don't want to hear what the Lord is saying. Because the Lord is with me. And I will not sit here and act like I am not somebody to God. There's favor on my life. And I pray that this encouraging somebody else to be bold for God, be bold for Christ, because everybody does not hear God. And this is not to rub it in. This is just me saying that I will not take my relationship with God for granted. It's time for us to stand up for the kingdom. And it's time for us to go and get those that have been in darkness, those that don't know how to get to God. And we ain't out here casting our pearls among swines, because you're not going to come over here and get this oil and get these demons up off you and then go back to doing what you want to do. You got to want to be delivered. You got to know it's those that's out here that's crying out for God. God hear you. And God's sending his prophets. God's sending his children. God can speak through whoever. You know when you're hearing God. Test every spirit. But today is a day of affirmation. Speak them. There's a portal that is open. There's power in the tongue. We know that. Speak life. So every project that God has given you, everything that God has told you to work on, put your hands to it, whether it's done or not. But you need to get it done. But today, touch it and decree and declare that it is done. Okay? We're about to tell the world about Jesus. Okay? There's a harvest of souls we got to go and get, and the time is now. We're going to tell the world something about the name Jesus. And I love y'all with the love of Christ. So let me get to work, y'all. See, I put the glasses back on. It's time. I love you. Bye-bye. Look up 11:11 in the Hebrew Strong. Let's get it.